refuse to wake my daughter up for school anymore. My daughter Zoe is 16. Last year, she started staying up until 3 a.m. every night, on her phone, watching videos, texting her friends, scrolling. I told her she needed to go to bed earlier. She said she wasn't tired. She said she'd be fine. First semester, she was late to school 14 times. The school sent letters home. They called me twice. I had to wake her up at 6 a.m. every single morning. I'd knock on her door. Nothing. I'd open it and call her name. She'd groan and roll over. I'd turn on the lights. She'd pull the covers over her head. I'd shake her shoulder. She'd say 5 more minutes. 5 minutes would turn into 20. She'd finally get up at 6:45 when school started at 7:30. She'd throw on clothes and rush out without breakfast. Then she'd text me from school saying she was starving. I bought her 3 different alarm clocks. A regular one, a loud one that sounded like a fire alarm, one of those ones that rolls around the room, so you have to chase it. She slept through all of them, or she'd turn them off and go back to sleep. I tried everything. I took her phone away at night. She'd stay up anyway, just staring at the ceiling. She said she couldn't fall asleep without it. The school counselor suggested a sleep schedule. Go to bed at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every morning. I helped her make a plan. 10 p.m. bedtime, 6 a.m. wake up. First night, she agreed to try. I checked on her at 10. She was asleep. I was relieved. I checked at midnight. Her light was on. She was on her phone. She said she woke up. She'd faked being asleep when I checked. I took the phone. She got her laptop. I took the laptop. She got her tablet. I took every device out of her room. She read books with a flashlight until 2 a.m. The next morning, I had to drag her out of bed at 6:45. She was late again. The school called. They said if she was late one more time, she'd get detention. I told Zoe. She said she understood. That weekend, I sat her down. I explained that being on time was her responsibility. She was 16, not 6. She needed to learn to wake herself up. She said she would try harder. Monday morning came. My alarm went off at 6. I got up. I got ready for work. I did not go to her room. At 6:30, she wasn't up. At 6:45, she came running downstairs in a panic. She screamed at me asking why I didn't wake her. I said I wasn't doing it anymore. She said she was going to be late. I said I know. She said the school would give her detention. I said that's what happens when you're late. She was furious. She left without eating. Got to school at 8:15. Got detention. She came home crying. Said it was my fault. I said no, it was hers. Tuesday, same thing. I didn't wake her. She slept until 7:15. Missed first period. Got another detention. Wednesday, she set an alarm. It went off at 6. She turned it off. Went back to sleep. Woke up at 7:30. Missed 2 periods. Thursday, she begged me to wake her up. Just this once. She promised she'd do better. I said no. She slept until 8. Friday, the school called me. They said Zoe had been late or absent from first period every day that week. They asked what was going on. I explained everything. The counselor said Zoe needed to face natural consequences. She agreed with my approach. Zoe spent the next week in detention every single day. She was miserable. She blamed me. She said I was a bad mom. She said her friends' moms wake them up. I said those friends weren't my problem. She said I didn't care about her education. I said I cared enough to let her fail so she could learn. Last night, she came to me crying. She said she was exhausted. She said detention was awful. She said the teachers were disappointed. She said she felt behind in all her classes. I asked her what she was going to do about it. She didn't have an answer. This morning, her alarm went off at 6. I heard it from my room. It rang for 5 minutes. Then it stopped. I waited. At 6:15, I heard her in the bathroom. At 6:30, she came downstairs, dressed, backpack ready. She made herself toast. She asked if I was proud of her. I said I was proud she figured it out. She left at 7:15, on time. I don't know if it'll last, but I'm not waking her up anymore.